Hey guys, it's Maymay, and today we're making a journal calendar. Now I told you guys I've been all over Pinterest looking at calendars, and I saw this one and it really piqued my interest because I thought, what a cool thing to sit beside your bed, and before you go to bed at night and you say your prayers and you get ready for bed, you journal just a little bit. So let me show you how this works. You're gonna need some supplies. One is this is a candle holder I picked up at Walmart. It's a big, like a 4-inch square candle holder. Now you can use anything you want. You can use a cardboard box that you maybe upcycle, or I mean any kind of container you like, but I want it to be something I can have for a long, long time and that will be really sturdy and really pretty by my bed. So I have this container, and the only thing you really need to make sure of is that the index cards you buy, because you will need some index cards. These are the ones I picked up at Walmart. They're 4x6. Unruled blank cards, because I want to be able to write as much as I want or as little, and I don't want the lines going in the opposite direction, right? I didn't want any lines because of this. I'm standing them up instead of laying them sideways. So you'll need enough blank index cards to get you through an entire year, okay? So I picked up my index cards. I got enough. I got like 4 packs of these, so I can have 365 pages. So you'll need those. Then you're gonna need some dividers for each month we're putting in. These dividers that I'm using, I just measured to fit my container. So they're 4 1/8 by 7 inches tall, because they're a little bit taller than my index card too. All this will make sense as we get going. I just wanna show you the kind of stuff you're gonna need. I've got some tabs for my months, which I'll show you how I did those, and some vinyl. We're gonna work with some vinyl that I cut from my Cricut. Now I'm not gonna show you the steps of cutting the vinyl because I've shown you that in lots of videos, but I do wanna show you how to layer vinyl. I layered these already. These stripes are gonna go around the container, and I already layered these off screen because they're really super easy, and once I show you how to do this, you'll know how to do that. So I have a tan label, and then I have this chocolate color label where I cut Maymay's journal calendar out. I think that's super cute. And I went ahead and weeded out the letters from the inside. And now I want to layer this on top of this. And this is something that people ask about all the time. How do you layer vinyl? Well, this is how I do it. This is a piece of transfer tape. I want to talk to you about transfer tape. You can use any kind that you like. If you like using contact paper, use contact paper. If you like using the Cricut brand transfer tape, use that one. I prefer this one that I get from Expressions Vinyl. It's a little stickier, it's a little easier for me to work with, but you use what you're comfortable with, okay? Now, one thing I'm not real happy about right now is how this is curling up. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to fix that. So you guys know that I use this little spiral bound notebook as my like inking pad or my scrap pad, and I'm gonna put a little piece of double-sided tape down here and just peel up and expose that adhesive there, because I'm not really going to be using this piece, so I don't care if it gets ruined. I'm just wanting to get my little journal label off without it curling. So this is going to hold that in place for me while I put my transfer tape on. Now you can do anything that you need to do to make that happen. That just works for me. Now then, I'm going to take this transfer tape and stick it over top and lay it down. I like to rub the middle first and then work my way out with my transfer tape. Just like so. And of course, I love my brayer. I gotta get a brayer in the store. I didn't think about this as one of my favorite things. I gotta get that in there so you guys can get one. But this is the brayer I use. It's by Speedball and I love it. All right, so now this is on my transfer tape and I can peel this off and watch. It will pick up from the backer piece. Now you see I got one issue. Do you see that little piece that didn't come with it? I'm gonna move this aside for now and come back to that. That's another cool thing about sticking that down like this. That's not going anywhere, and I'm not gonna lose that little piece. I'm gonna come back to it in a few minutes. Now then I have this piece. Notice it's curling too. We're gonna do the same thing. So I'm putting a piece of sticky tape down. I tore that other page out and just sat it here beside me, and that way I can come back to it to get that little piece that came off. Now I gotta remember it goes this way, okay. Now this piece has some bubbles in it on the page. I'm gonna rub those out real quick. I don't like the way that looks. It's on the actual backer piece. I wanna rub those out and make that nice and flat. And now you wanna make sure your label is laying nice and square. Mine is a little bit crooked because I put it down crooked, but we're gonna do our best here. All right, now we're gonna bring our little piece over that we have on our transfer tape, and we're gonna sit this on top and try to get it nice and centered. Now I am not over the top of this, I'm to the side. So I'm gonna hope that this works well. But I'm gonna stick that down I think I got it fairly straight. Now I'm gonna brayer it because I like my brayer. I just love it. I think it makes doing this so much easier. See that A missing? We're gonna fix it. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pick this guy up and bring him to our glass jar, but I don't wanna do that just yet because I wanna put these stripes on first. So I'm gonna sit that aside and come back to my jar. Now I made these stripes to go around. These are 11-inch stripes, and they're just gonna stick all the way around like this, and they're gonna meet in the back and go underneath the label. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start in the back. And this is gonna be easy to put these down because they're just a sticker at this point, just one big sticker. So you just get this wherever you need to get it to make it straight. I'm gonna tilt it so I can look at it a little bit. I thought this would be cute. I like belts and things. Like I love Santa belts. And I thought this would be super cute to kind of look the feel of a belt around the jar would be cute. I'm gonna rub that with my finger. I'm gonna brayer it. I'm gonna do all that stuff and get all those little bubbles out. And if you can't get them all out, you can work them. You just gotta work a little bit and kind of push them out to the edge. I did a poor job putting that because this is layered. I didn't layer that down real great. Now I'm just gonna roll this jar around and continue this belt all the way around. Just like that. Start from the middle, stick from the middle out. Take your time. This is something you'll have forever, so don't rush it. Then I'm gonna bring this piece down. Just like that, you can see. Make sure you get it nice and flat. That other piece, my label, is gonna go on the front and cover where these cross. So I'm gonna not worry about that. I'm gonna go to the other side and put my other piece on right here. It's fun. I think this would make a super cool gift. All right, so I'm gonna turn this where I can look at it good. I'm gonna overlap those a little bit. And that's the back side. It's not a perfect match, but it ain't bad. It ain't too bad. Rub that dude down. And then wrap it around. I like that I can pull it nice and snug. By the way, this is Cricut vinyl. The one I'm using here is just some Cricut vinyl. It's in like a cocoa color and a tan color. Now see how I didn't get a perfect wrap? It's not gonna matter. We're gonna cover that with our little sticky piece, which I just love. Now then I'm just gonna remove it from that backer sheet. I don't have to worry, I've got it just like I need it. And now we'll just line it up on the top center of this. So I'm gonna get over the top so I can see what I'm doing, because I don't want this to mess up. That feels pretty close to right. I'm gonna go through the middle, then work my way out. Just rubbing like this at first, then I'm gonna brayer it. All right, and then I'm just gonna lay this transfer tape flat in kind of a barely rocking motion. I'm gonna rock this loose. Now I wanna be careful not to pick up those little pieces that make the letters, because I want those to stay there. Remember, we've still got one to fix. I think this is gonna be cute sitting by my bed. All right, we're getting there. Take your time. It's better to go slow and get it right than have to redo anything. Look at that. Good deal. Now we can go back. Don't throw your transfer tape away either, because you can reuse that. Now I'm just gonna go and rub this down really well. Now I will go back, and anywhere there's an air bubble, I'll go back and work that real hard. But for the video, I'm just gonna do it like this. And then, like I said, I'll go back afterwards and work those down. Now let's get that little piece that has come loose. I'm just gonna pick it up with the tip of my scissors, just like this. And then I'm gonna lay it in place and stick it down. And that's not perfect, so I'm gonna adjust it a little. Just using my fingernail. Pretty good, I like it. Now let's make the pretties to go inside. I really like how that looks. Okay, so there's that. Now let's work on these pages. What I'm gonna do with these is make them look like tags. So this is super easy. I'm gonna use my angle punch. I cannot find these guys to show y'all a link to them because they have been discontinued. But you can just cut little angled points and that'll make the same effect. What I did, I went ahead, I actually had my little boy Joe cut these pages for me. He cut all of these out, so I have 12 pages, one for every month. And then I'm just going to make them tags. Now that I have all of these cut, I had him do 2 of the pages like this are 2 from 1 page. I'm going to go through and do this so that they won't be the same ones each month. These are going to be what separates our month in our journal calendar. So we do like this, then like this, and we get a good mix. Now the other thing we did, because we cut those from 12-inch pieces of paper, we had some strips left over. So I took those strips and turned them into tabs, and I want to show you something. Now I think because this is going to be my journal, it's going to be really neat to write the words of the month. You don't have to do this. If you're not comfortable writing, then just print them out on your computer, or if you have a label maker, that'll be super cute. But I like the idea of having my handwriting somewhere on the project. Even though I used, you know, vinyl and everything else, I think this will be cute. Now I'm just going to add some glue to the back of that strip and just put it right in the center top of the tag I made. And I left myself plenty of room because I made these only 1/2 inch, and that's 1 inch taller than my card. I'll show you what I mean. So my card fits down here, and then I have all that room up there for that. So I'm going to put those on every one. So now I have my jar. I have my index cards, and I got to show you what I did. I made the mistake I warned you of. Look, I bought 2 with stripes and 2 without. I'm just going to take these and turn them around so that the blank side is facing out and use them. But they will look kind of funny from the top, but make sure you get the blank ones. Don't make my mistake. Do as I say, not as I do, right? Okay, so I'm going to stick my tags in. I'm going to count out the ones for each month, so I'm going to start with January. Now, because this is my calendar, I'm going to put these extra pieces in the back, so I'll have them if I need them. Now, let me show you what you do with this. You're going to take out that first page, and for January 1st, you'll just write January 1st, or you can use a stamp. That would be cute too if you wanted to stamp the words out. And then you'll come in, and right here you'll write 2016, and you'll journal something that happened on January 1st, 2016. It could be a sentence, it could be a whole paragraph, whatever you have that you want to write that happened on January 1st, 2016. And then the next year you come around, you'll come to wherever that ends and do 2017, and that makes it a journaling calendar. It's sort of perpetual. So it goes like this. And you just go through every day, and what you can do after you have journaled is you can flip the page and write January 2nd right there. See what I'm saying? So it'll keep it at the front. I just love this little project. It's straight from Pinterest, so you guys go ahead and check these out on Pinterest. They're journaling calendars, and I think what an awesome gift, right? I can't wait to put this by my bed. Look at this too. You can stick a pen in there and keep it with it, so you've got your pen and all your little journaling places. And then imagine this, when this is all full, you could turn this into a mini album, or you could put this into a box to store it away so you have it and start fresh again. Love this idea. Love that I found this on Pinterest, because isn't Pinterest the greatest thing ever? So there you go, guys. There's our little journaling box. If you recreate this, I'd love to see it over on Maymay Made It, and so did I. That's our Facebook group. I'll put a link to that below. I will also link as many of the products that I used today below as I can, so you'll be able to find those. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Wednesday with another calendar project. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.